You are now listening to Cassphere Podcast.
All right, so we're diving into small language models that are SLMs, as they're calling them.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of buzz.
They really are, and it seems like there's a good reason for all the hype.
Oh yeah, absolutely. While everyone is talking about these big flashy AI projects,
Right.
These smaller, more efficient models are kind of quietly becoming super important.
It's like the underdogs of the AI world.
Yeah, in a way. And it's kind of like, you don't always need that giant truck to get around.
Yeah.
Sometimes all you need is a compact car and it gets you where you need to go.
I like that analogy a lot. So I think for some of us who aren't, totally up to date on all the AI lingo,
Sure.
can we just start with what exactly are SLMs? What makes them different from those big AI players we hear about all the time?
Yeah, so think of SLMs as AI models that are trained on very specific types of data.
Okay.
So this makes them laser-focused and incredibly efficient compared to the massive models like ChatGPT,
Right.
which are trained on just tons and tons and tons of different information.
So they're like specialists instead of being jacks of all trades.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it, and that specialization is a big part of why everyone is so excited about them.
Okay, well, let's unpack that a little bit.
Yeah.
Why are SLMs becoming such a hot topic?
Well, first you got the efficiency factor.
Okay.
SLMs require much less computing power than their larger counterparts.
Okay.
And this translates to lower costs, less energy consumption, faster processing speeds.
So win-win for our wallets and for the planet.
Exactly. And then there's the privacy angle. Since SLMs can run locally on your device,
Right.
there's no need to send your sensitive data to the cloud.
Okay, so that's huge.
Yeah, it is, especially in today's world where data privacy is so important.
Yeah, it's like having an AI assistant that's right in your pocket and working with your data without it ever leaving your device.
Yeah, and because they're so specialized, they can actually outperform the big AI models in certain tasks.
Oh.
Yeah, so like take healthcare or finance. These are areas where accuracy is critical. And an SLM trained specifically on that type of data can really deliver amazing results.
That's fascinating how these smaller models are proving that bigger isn't always better.
Yeah, and they're nimble experts, able to kind of navigate these complex tasks with incredible precision.
Makes me think of like a specialized surgeon versus a general practitioner.
Yeah, exactly. And here's the thing. This specialization also leads to greater accessibility.
Okay.
SLMs are easier to build and use, making them a viable option for a much wider range of people and businesses. So this opens up a whole new world of possibilities for using AI in everyday life.
Okay, so I'm getting the big picture, but I always love to see how this stuff actually plays out in the real world.
Sure.
Do you have any examples of how SLMs are being used today?
Yeah, so imagine a local bakery using an SLM-powered chatbot to answer customer questions after hours.
Oh, okay.
So it's an affordable and effective way to provide 24/7 support, even if they don't have a big staff.
It's like having a virtual employee that never sleeps.
Exactly. And in healthcare, a dermatologist could use an SLM that's specialized in skin conditions to analyze photos of moles or rashes, and this could help them make faster, more accurate diagnoses, potentially catching skin cancer in its early stages.
It's pretty amazing. It's like having an extra pair of expert eyes, but with super speed.
And banks are starting to use SLMs on our phones to detect fraud in real time.
Oh, wow.
They can analyze spending patterns and flag anything suspicious.
That makes me feel so much better because I'm always worried about, identity theft and my credit cards and all that stuff.
Exactly. So that's a big one.
Yeah, for sure. So these are just a few examples, but it gives you a sense of how they're already making a real difference.
Yeah, and this is really just the beginning.
I'm excited to see where this technology goes. So who are some of the big players driving this SLM revolution?
Well, you have your big names like Microsoft, Google, and Meta.
No surprise there.
They're all heavily invested in SLM development.
They're always at the forefront, it seems like.
They are, but what's really exciting is that it's not just the giants.
Oh.
There's a surge of activity from startups like Mistral AI and a growing open source community.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it means more innovation and collaboration.
That's always good.
Yeah, and the results speak for themselves. New models like Microsoft's Orca 2 and Mistral AI's Mixtral are achieving remarkable results, even surpassing larger models in certain tasks.
So these smaller models are really punching above their weight.
They really are. It's a testament to the power and potential of these smaller, more focused AI systems.
And with this open source movement gaining traction, it seems like access to this technology is becoming more widespread.
It is. And that's a potential game changer.
Yeah.
Allowing smaller companies, researchers, even individuals to harness the power of AI in ways that were previously unimaginable.
Okay. I'm definitely starting to see the big picture here.
Good.
SLMs aren't just a cool tech trend.
Yeah.
They're a fundamental shift in how we interact with AI.
That's right.
Making it more personal, more practical, and more powerful in the ways that matter to us.
It's a good way to put it. We're moving from the era of the mainframe to the era of the smartphone, but for AI.
I like that, yeah.
And just like smartphones revolutionized communication and access to information,
Right.
SLMs have the potential to revolutionize how we work,
Yeah.
how we learn, how we interact with the world around us.
That's inspiring. So it makes me wonder, what does a future powered by SLMs actually look like? Can you paint me a picture?
So imagine this. Your smart home responds instantly to your commands.
Right.
Not because it's relying on a far-off server, but because the AI is working right there on your devices.
So no lag, no internet connection needed.
Yeah, seamless integration between you and your home.
Okay, I'm liking this already. What else?
Okay, so picture yourself traveling abroad and needing to understand a street sign or a restaurant menu.
Oh,
Your phone's SLM effortlessly translates it in real time without even needing an internet connection.
that would be a lifesaver.
No more frantically searching for Wi-Fi or dealing with clunky translation apps.
That sounds amazing. I can already picture myself confidently navigating foreign cities
Yeah,
with the help of my pocket-sized AI translator.
it'll be great.
All right, so what else?
Imagine personalized news feeds tailored to your exact interests, curated by an SLM that learns what you genuinely enjoy.
So no more filter bubbles.
No more filter bubbles.
Or endless scrolling.
Just relevant and engaging content that keeps you informed and entertained.
Okay, that sounds like a news experience I could actually get behind.
That's right. No more information overload or feeling like you're trapped in an echo chamber.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just curated, high-quality content that aligns with your interests.
Okay, that's amazing. These are just a few glimpses into what's possible with SLMs.
It's a future where AI is less about big, centralized systems
Right.
and more about personalized, accessible intelligence that empowers us in our daily lives.
I love that vision. It's not about robots taking over.
Nope.
It's about AI seamlessly integrating into our world,
That's right.
augmenting our capabilities and making our lives richer and more fulfilling.
You got it.
I'm really starting to see the potential of SLMs to create a brighter future. What's on the horizon that has you particularly fired up?
Well, one of the most exciting things for me is how SLMs are converging with other cutting-edge technologies.
Okay, give me an example.
Okay, so think about the Internet of Things.
All those smart devices, appliances, everything connected to the internet.
Right, precisely. Now, most IoT devices rely on cloud processing for anything AI-related.
Okay.
But imagine if those devices had their own dedicated SLMs built in.
So instead of sending data to the cloud and waiting for a response, the AI would be working right there on the device itself.
That's it. Faster response times,
Okay.
improved privacy because your data doesn't have to leave the device, and greater reliability even when your internet connection is spotty.
My smart home would actually be smart.
Exactly. And it's not just about convenience.
Really?
Think about self-driving cars. SLMs could allow them to make split-second decisions based on their immediate surroundings without needing to constantly check in with a central server.
That sounds like a major leap forward for autonomous vehicles, making them safer, more efficient, and potentially even more affordable.
Absolutely. And this merging of SLMs with IoT is really just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, wow, there's more.
Oh, yeah. We're seeing similar advancements in edge computing and federated learning.
Those sound pretty complex. Could you break those down for me? How do they relate to SLMs?
Sure. So edge computing is all about bringing the processing power closer to where the data is generated. Instead of everything happening in a far-off cloud server, we're distributing that power to local devices or servers.
So instead of one brain in the cloud, it's more like a network of smaller brains working together.
Yeah, that's a great analogy. And that's where SLMs come in. Their compact size and efficiency make them ideal for deploying on these edge devices.
So we could have AI processing happening right at the edge of the network, closer to the action where it's needed most.
Exactly. And that brings us to federated learning, which is a really fascinating way of training AI models without having to gather all the data in one central place.
That sounds interesting, especially from a privacy perspective. How does that actually work?
Okay, so let's say you have a bunch of devices, each with their own unique data set. In federated learning, each device trains an SLM using its own data. Then, instead of sharing all of that raw data, it only shares the learnings, the updates to the model with a central server.
So the central server combines all these individual learnings to create a smarter overall model. But the sensitive personal data never leaves the individual devices.
Precisely. This is huge for privacy-sensitive applications like healthcare or finance, where data security is absolutely crucial.
I see what you mean. It's like each device is contributing its own little piece of the puzzle to create a bigger, smarter picture without ever revealing the full image itself.
You got it. And when you put SLMs together with edge computing and federated learning, you get this incredibly powerful and decentralized AI ecosystem.
It sounds almost like a living, breathing network of intelligent devices, all constantly learning and adapting to the world around them. Pretty mind-blowing.
It is, and this ecosystem has the potential to revolutionize so many aspects of our lives. Personalized medicine, smarter transportation systems, more efficient manufacturing. The possibilities really are endless.
So we've talked about some really cool technological advancements, but how do you see SLMs changing our everyday lives in the years to come?
Well, we've touched on some examples already, smarter homes, self-driving cars, but it goes so much further than that. Imagine education personalized to each student's unique learning style, powered by SLMs that adjust in real time to their progress.
No more one-size-fits-all classrooms.
Exactly. Or what about virtual assistants that truly understand your needs and preferences, anticipating your requests, and proactively helping you throughout your day?
Like a super smart personal assistant, but one that actually gets me.
Exactly. But it's not just about convenience. SLMs also have the potential to help tackle some of the world's toughest challenges.
Such as?
Well, think about climate change.
Yeah.
SLMs could be used to optimize energy grids, making them more efficient and reducing waste. They could even help us develop more sustainable practices across industries.
So AI working behind the scenes to make our planet a little greener.
Exactly. Or what about providing healthcare in remote or underserved communities? Imagine portable diagnostic tools powered by SLMs, allowing healthcare workers to deliver quality care in places that lack access to specialists or sophisticated medical equipment.
Wow, that's powerful. Bringing the benefits of advanced healthcare to those who need it most.
These are just a few examples, but they highlight the transformative potential of SLMs. It's not just about technological progress for its own sake, it's about using that technology to create a better, more equitable world.
I'm really starting to see SLMs as more than just a cool new technology, but as a potential force for good in the world. It's inspiring to think about the positive impact they could have on our lives and on the planet.
And that's what makes this field so exciting. It's not just about building cool gadgets, it's about harnessing the power of AI to solve real-world problems and improve people's lives.
I couldn't agree more. Well, it's been an incredible journey exploring the world of SLMs with you today.
It's been a pleasure.
From the technical details to the ethical considerations and the mind-blowing possibilities for the future, it's clear that SLMs are much more than just a passing tech trend.
They represent a fundamental shift in how we think about and interact with AI, making it more personal, more accessible, and more powerful in ways that truly matter.
And as we've seen, this is just the beginning. The future of SLMs is full of promise. And it's up to all of us to ensure that this technology is developed and used responsibly and ethically for the benefit of humanity.
As we wrap up this deep dive, we want to leave you with this thought. How could SLMs change your life, your work, or your community? What problems could they help you solve? What opportunities might they unlock? The future of AI is in our hands.
That's a great point. It's an invitation to not just observe this technological revolution, but to actively participate in shaping it.
Exactly. Let's use our collective intelligence and creativity to ensure that SLMs and AI as a whole are used to build a brighter future for everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the world of small language models. It's been truly enlightening.
It was our pleasure.
And until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.